Hello YouTubes, welcome to Scott Rods. This is Test It Tuesday. On today's video, I have some riveting content for you. This is an air riveter tool made by this company. I think that says INPANOLS, if my Chinese is good. Let's see what's in the box. A nice big blue air. Oh look, INPANOLS, I was right. Along with the tool we have this little plastic cup, which presumably goes on there to catch all the little expended rivets that shoot out and try and stab you in the eye, so that'll collect them. Makes it a little bit bulky. I'll get to that later. What else do we get in the box? We get a little baggie of tools, which I can't open. I mean, who uses staples anymore? So we have two tools. Don't know what they're for yet. That's what the instructions are for. We also have a selection of different sized nozzly things for different sized rivets, I guess. 3 of them, and there's one in the end of the gun at the moment. So 4 different sizes. We also have an adapter for your airline. However, I can't use this one. That's different from what I use, so I will need to find my own. I don't even know what that is. Haven't seen that for a long time. And obviously my very detailed instructions. They don't look too bad. I'll have a good look at that before we go on. Now, you're probably thinking, this is really bulky. However, it's not that much bigger than your standard manual riveter. Okay, it's a bit bigger, right? But the saving on your wrist and your hand, especially if you're doing a lot of riveting, this should be well worth it if it works. Obviously, this is going to potentially get in the way of tight jobs, but you could probably take that off as long as you're not looking straight at it. You'll be okay, but obviously that's a safety measure that you should always use. But again, I'll read the instructions first. So why do I need this, and more importantly, where did I get it? Well, I got this as a Christmas present from my good friends Mark and Lisa, and it came through Amazon, and I'll provide a link below if it works. But yeah, let me show you what I'm going to hopefully be using this for. This is my current project. As you can see, it's a little bit naked. Some point in the future I will be adding aluminum panels all the way along the sides and maybe up there. I don't know where yet. I don't even know what the body's going to look like, but I need a way of attaching those panels to this steel frame, and that's what I'm going to be using the rivet gun for. So for example, if this was one of the panels, drill holes all the way along there, maybe an inch and a half apart. The more rivets you've got, the stronger it's going to be. So now that I've got an air-powered rivet gun, you know that time isn't an issue anymore. I could do it quite quickly. Anyway, I digress. Drill lots of holes along there, drill holes along here, and then just rivet them up all on. However, we need to make sure that that rivet gun works. So let's have a little project, a little baby project. Let's go and mess about with the tool, see if it works. As usual with these Chinese tools, the instructions are complete nonsense. It seems to want you to dismantle the whole thing to add oil. Now this bit comes off easy enough with the spanner provided. Oh, I can't seem to get it back on. Oh, it's a springy thing. Okay, so that comes off easy enough, but it also wants you to remove this and put oil in there and clean it and all sorts of nonsense. I did try with this wrench they give you, but there's no movement in that at all. I think there's a reason that they give you these silly instructions. Basically, if you don't follow the nonsense and just carry on and try and use it and it doesn't work, then it'll invalidate your warranty and they can use that as an excuse. Am I just cynical? Anyway, I'm going to tighten this back up and do what I do with every other tool, air tool, is put the adapter on this end and basically squirt some oil down there. It works for every other air tool I've got, so hopefully that will work. Right, let me get this on and then we'll get some bits of metal, drill some holes, and we'll try it. So I've got a little bit of sheet steel to simulate the body panel with holes drilled in it. I've got a bit of tube steel to simulate the frame of the car with holes drilled in it. I've got my air riveter ready. Now I did have to fit the smallest adapter on the end for the wee nozzly thing because I've only got very small rivets. But make sure you fit the right one. It's got to be kind of snug. If it's wobbling about, like, I won't say what like, but I'm thinking sausage up a close. You'll know what I'm talking about if you're from Scotland. So that needs to be snug. And we're good to go. I'm going to test it first to make sure that there's something happening up there without a rivet in it. Something moved and it made a noise. Right, I'll give you a close-up. Right, there's two ways you can do this. You can insert the rivet into the gun and then poke it through the holes. That's the wrong way around. Because all these holes matched, trust me. Right, so you could do it that way, poke it through the holes and then rivet it one by one. But you know what metal's like? It likes to change its form, and by the time you get to the end you're out of alignment. So I'm going to stick all these in first and then we will start riveting, hopefully all going well. Two more and we are ready. Okay, so I'm going to put the rivet gun all the way up and then push it that way against the surface and then press the trigger. There we go. That didn't work. I wonder if it needs more air, but I don't think there's any adjuster on this. It did rivet it, but I was expecting this end to fly into this cup. Maybe that was just a really, really strong rivet. Let's try another one. It's not doing what I expected. Looks like you have to press the trigger a few times. Doesn't say that in the instructions, of course. Maybe it does. Maybe I need to read them again. I'm going to keep doing it until that little nail ends in this cup. No, it's not. Maybe I need to put oil in the very end. Maybe it's getting caught in the nozzle. Let me do a wee drip of oil. This could be a terrible idea because now it might not grip it at all. Guess we'll find out. I think it is working. I'm just very surprised it's not throwing the expended section of the rivet all the way up here. At least it broke that one off by itself, but still. One more. Maybe I'll be lucky with the last one. Nope. Okay, I am going to put that down to needing oil in there. Because honestly, what's the point of this if it's going to get stuck in the end? Or maybe it's just cheap Chinese nonsense. Right, I wasn't happy with that result, so I have removed this nose piece. Be very careful, everything is spring loaded and there's three little collets in here that like to fall out and head to the floor, but luckily I rescued them. Oh, I'll put that together in a sec. So this is spring loaded. I don't really see that being the problem, to be honest, but I'm going to squirt some oil in there. Everything will be nice and lubed. Get this back together, drill some more holes, and we'll try again. All lubed up, let's try again. Oh, it is breaking off, but it's not shooting it into this. It's kind of annoying. I mean, it does make life easier, but you've still got another step. Maybe you're supposed to, maybe it doesn't shoot it all the way through. Maybe you're just supposed to do this. Let me show you. So it's snapped off and then just push it. No, because it doesn't go through. Because where it snaps, it creates a little bend or a little mushroom, if you like. Oh, now I've got it stuck. This is not going to plan. See that? It's stuck inside now. It did suck it a bit. One more. Last chance. Okay, so I've still got one of these stuck inside. Still got one of these stuck inside the mechanism somewhere because it's not going all the way through. So kind of works. I do have nice solid rivets in there. I mean, it will hold things in place. There's nothing loose about it. Just one little step of the process didn't work as it should. I have a theory. I think the reason that the little nail is getting hung up in the nozzle is because it's really, really small. I'm using the smallest rivets I've got with the smallest nozzle. So there's really zero tolerance in there for any shrapnel accumulating at the end. I think with a bigger, hopefully, theory, with a bigger rivet, it might get a cleaner break and then suck it all the way to the back. And saying that, it works great, and it's going to save me a lot of wrist movement, hand movement, a lot of time. Although I will still have to pick out the leftovers, but it works. Not 100% at the moment. In fact, what I'll do is when I do get thicker rivets, I'll try it again. And if there's any update, I'll leave it in the comment section below. I'll pin it to the top so that you can see if that resolved the issue, and I'll try and get them quite soon. So that is just over $100 Canadian on Amazon. Link in the description if you are interested in get one. I've got affiliate links, so it helps me out if you get it through that link. Till next week, test it Tuesday. Take care, and I'll see you then. Bye.